County, North Carolina. It's typical Monday. Went to go to my routine follow-up with my doctor. My doctor called out sick today, so I had to reschedule. It happens. Doctors get sick too. They don't like to admit it, but they do. I'm on my way back to the house. After stopping at the auto store and spending $130 some odd on windshield wipers for 2 vehicles. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Inflation's the son of a gun, folks. Watched in the news where we finally shot down the spy balloon because, they shot it down not too far from where I live. I'm only a stone's throw from Myrtle Beach, where apparently there's a search underway to find the pieces and the parts that fell into the ocean. Good luck with that. I might find something, I don't know. But I did watch something that did make some sense. That's for all you folks that got that Talkie Tick application on your phone. And the sad part is there's a lot of YouTube influencers that have it. And everything that you record using that TikTok going right back to the Chinese Communist Party. But I also go back to a flashback of General Milley, where he openly admitted that if President Trump had made the decision to strike at China, he would have given the Chinese warning. So I'm wondering if he knew that there might have been the possibility that the Chinese were sending these spy balloons up, just didn't bother to say nothing. Why the man's still wearing the uniform, not behind bars, and still wearing stars. Still got me scratching my head, but hey. Then again, Lloyd Austin, Secretary of Defense, well, he's not behind bars with some of the stuff that's been going on, especially after the Afghanistan debacle. There should have been a lot of heads that rolled over that. There should have been a lot of people that should have been relieved of command. There should have been more than one courts martial, not to mention Commander-in-Chief should have been held accountable for that fiasco. Instead of the lies that were told about that one, about how successful of an operation it was. Nothing successful about it at all. It was a fiasco from day one. To a bureaucracy that's making law without authority or power to do so. Yep, ATF, I'm talking about you. Come see me, I don't give a shit. Got nothing to hide from y'all. In my opinion, y'all need to be abolished. Because the people that y'all have in charge have become politically inclined instead of legally inclined. What do you mean by that, old soldier? It means they're following the will of the politicians that are in power instead of legally what the Constitution requires them to do by the oath of the office that they took, which is to uphold and defend the Constitution, not the will of the politicians. You see, federal law enforcement officers take a very similar oath to that of the military. And many of your municipal law enforcement and state law enforcement take a very similar oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign or domestic, and domestic. The fact that we haven't declared Antifa a domestic terrorist organization, nor BLM a domestic terrorist organization. What was that group down in Georgia that went to Stone Mountain and marched, carrying their firearms with them, had more than one negligent discharge, and then they had that dumbass getting on there talking about, I know about guns, I was in the Army, blah, blah, blah. It don't take but a whole lot of this and a whole lot of that to make this thing go off, blah, 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 blah. You know, talking out the side of his head because, you know, everybody's racist against him, his ilk. Can't remember the name of the group, but as far as their right to bear arms goes, as long as they're law-abiding and they're legally on them, hey, I'm fine with that. But when they start intimidating people, that's where they cross the line. And I think their demonstration at Stone Mountain was an intimidation factor. Wholeheartedly so. The fact that the Georgia Attorney General didn't charge them for that, beyond me. And it's obvious if you look at the photos and the video of their events, their people need a whole lot more training. Because you see people walking through, fingers on triggers, weapons haphazardly pointed at others, on 9 yards, acting all quasi-military. But yeah. Then you got the police chief in Atlanta during that whole time, you know, shelling police officers out, throwing them under the bus, along with the city's attorney, throwing them under the bus without due prosecution. Kind of like the Chicago's attorney general doing the same thing up there, you know, dropping charges against Jeffrey, whatever his name, Smollett, you know, the one that, you know, two guys come up and said, I was in MAGA country, and come to find out there are a couple of Nigerians who are paid to do all this. Go figure. But yet the mainstream media continues to buy into these lies and perpetrate them as truth. You know, the Bible tells us about these things. You know. It also plays into the Communist Manifesto. You tell something long enough that it becomes truth to those that otherwise don't know any better. I've got a brother that I love dearly. I don't get along with him very much. Dumb state workers out in the road, no signs up or anything. But anyway, back to my brother. He'll believe what someone tells him, but won't go investigate for himself. He will believe what the TV will tell him without reading for himself. Loves what the Disney Channel has to say and puts out. But then when you show him where Disney covers up pedophilia and devil worshiping, that's not Disney. Okay. And I think to myself, if my brother's that brainwashed by it, how many other people out there in the world are? Just saying, folks. Just saying. Watched a clip this morning about the recent music awards on TV. Some singer, I don't know. I don't keep up with crap anymore. It's just a clip. Basically, his whole performance was a satanic ritual. But yet, time and again, even conservative, so-called conservative, lack of better terms, celebrities, if you will, still pay homage to these things, you know. I'll watch them on the news, you know, the conservative outlets I watch. They'll still be, you know, I still like this music and this, that, and the other. I'm thinking, well, you're just paying into it, you know. You're perpetrating this like everybody else. You're playing along with it. Folks, I don't know where this country's headed anymore. We got farmland being bought up by Bill Gates, the Chinese Communist Party. We got drug companies poisoning our loved ones every day. We got bureaucracies writing law without power and authority. We've got politicians that are lying to us every day. Nothing new there. We've gone from being a superpower in the nation's eyes to a laughing joke. Not sure what's going to happen when the other shoe drops, folks, but all I can tell you is hold on and be ready. Just stay safe out there. I don't know what to tell you anymore. I've given you all the best advice I can. I don't have any more videos I'm going to put out on this channel. Y'all take care. It's Old Soldier out.